I don't even know if this is working or not. Test, test, test. Audio test. Test, test, test. All right, cool. We got audio. K20, what's up, big dog? What's up, K20? This is my first stream back. My first stream back. Potato Chip is early. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a lot going on. We got a lot to talk about. An hour early. Bro, I told you on X that I was going to be here early. I said that. Ben Hart, what's up? Finally changed your clothes. My man. Hopefully the people, this is my first time streaming on X. This is absolutely my first time streaming on X. Let's see if we can change this to the chat. Now I can get the chat on a bigger screen. New shirt, who dis? Hour early. Look, y'all, stop worrying about me being early. Like I told y'all. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Don't break it. Come on, Kingsley, don't break it. All right, here we go. We're good. We're good. I just need to expand this. All right, cool. My buddy Cody taught me all about computers. The legend. He was late to dinner. I was late to dinner. I also... Why is this frozen? Do I need to refresh this? All right, so here's what I need you to do. For those of you who have been with me for the last however long I've been streaming, if I freeze, please let me know in the chat. Hook your new computer up. No, this is not the new computer. I was going to switch cameras. I'm just going to refresh this because it's stressing me out. I have 2 monitors going. Oh, man. He's doubled up in the chat on a Thursday night. Hey, first and foremost, happy Juneteenth to everybody. Why is this? Okay, there we go. All right, cool. This is my first time using Restream. I don't know what I can say. This is not. I don't have the new PC yet, so we have to figure out how to ship the new PC. For those of you who are new here, hop in the Discord. Hop in the Discord. Tonight, for the last almost 30 days, we've had the hoodie giveaway going on. So with the hoodie giveaway, I actually remembered that I have the Travax wallet. Initially, the hoodie giveaway included a CSGI shirt from Bunker Branding, one of my shirts. But I threw this in. Today's the day. Today's the day. But we've got some other stuff to talk about before we do that. I have, let me see. I got this package in from Sticker Mule. You guys know I got the A-Twin stickers last week. For those of you in my Discord, the A-Twin stickers are going out. As soon as my buddy gets the, try joining the Discord, the link on the link tree works, but it takes me some random NFT. Snowox, get on that, big dog. I don't know what the deal is with the Discord link, but it's always something new. Oh, they sent me some mule sauce. Oh, I got the new KingPix stickers. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got the new KingPix stickers. That turned out really good. You're going to start seeing these going out. When's Chow? When's Chow? Chow's now. Message me here, and I'll send it to you. Bro, you're talking about messaging you. I literally just got, bring one for my water bottle. Bro, I'll get you a few of them. I left 50 stickers at Cody's house, at Donut Operator's house. Another dude asking. So if anybody has any technical inquiries, you've got to run it by Snowox. Because he's, I'm sorry for shouting you out, dude. What watch? Oh. You want to know what watch? I did post this today. This is my favorite watch. This is my fancy watch. This is the Field Watch from Wasson. I don't know if you can see that. That's real ice dripping right there. I have this watch, and then I have a Sangin that I rotate, and then I also throw in a Garmin every now and then. Do you have the A-Twin stickers? Yeah, I do. Snowox, don't you put it in the chat. Don't you do it. You better not. You better not. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was going to put it in the chat. All right, so I have the A Twin stickers. These are going out to my my Discord. My subscribers from Twitch in the Discord folder, they're getting these. I'm sending these out as soon as I get the address. Is Snowhawk supposed to get the address for me? I think, yeah, this is about 100 left. I got 200 of the KingPix ones. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm just going to start tossing them around. B-Rad, what's up, big dog? I need to put this chat in a different window. I did acquire another monitor today. I acquired another monitor. I need... What do I need? Burn it. Can't. Look, don't get in here. Don't get in here and trash my Mac, okay? I've started a pretty successful... Oh, wait, I didn't turn on my RGB light. Hold on. We need some ambiance in here. There we go. My studio's not as nice as Donut Operators, but, you know, it's a work in progress. Why do you keep putting poop in the chat? Your Mac is a piece of garbage. I know. I know. But I've told you guys before, I use what I can afford. Let me let's see if this is actually on Twitter. Did you keep the shirt for? It's my shirt. It's literally my shirt. Hop in the Discord. Macs are good for productivity. That's what I've used it for. I need to make up for 3 days of no poop. We got a lot to talk about because there's a lot that's in the Discord. Let me see if I'm actually live on X. See what we looking like. Here we go. Dang, I got 47 people in here on X. Oh, that actually doesn't look bad either. That doesn't look bad. All right. Seems to work for me. Good. It doesn't work because there needs to be a space between the arrow and the link. I didn't realize that was an issue. You want a phone? Y'all over here just solving technical issues. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to tell you guys about everything, most of the things that I did for the last 2 days. And then we got to talk about the movie Sicario, because I hadn't seen it until yesterday, day before. And then we're going to hop in the Discord, because I have some folders in the Discord that we need to take a look at. Yeah, I hadn't seen Sicario. Donut was like, have you seen Sicario? He's like, oh, such and such happened in Sicario. And I was like, I haven't seen it. And he looks at me and he's like, what do you mean you haven't seen it? I was like, I haven't seen that movie. And he was like, we're not leaving this couch until you watch it. You're doing yourself a great disservice by have never... See, this keeps lagging on here. It's probably just my Mac. Just my Mac. All right, let's open the Discord. So it was a good movie. The first one was way better than the second, but the second had a little bit more cinematic. Like, I noticed, and we were kind of picking apart some of the camera angles and everything else. That was crazy. My whole screen just went away. All right, there we go. Hope the third one holds strong. Is there a third one on the way? It was pretty awesome. There were awesome scenes, but overall the story was just, I don't know. Like I'm not complaining about it, but it didn't live up to the first one, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Where's my Discord window? I don't know where my Discord window went. Now, if this is your first time hanging out with me, yes, there are going to be some technical difficulties, because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. It wouldn't be a stream if there wasn't some sort of headache, heartache, or difficulty. Oh, it's got to install an update. Wow, way to go. How are you going to handle 3 chats and gaming? I can do it. Stream going to be longer tonight? Bro, come on now. I was catching strays all day in Donut's stream. Now I'm catching strays in my own stream. That's crazy. Why are you putting poop in the chat? Not poop. All right, there we go. Yeah, my Discord's being, I guess it's just got to update. Hopefully I can log in, because I don't remember the password to it. Oh, he's dropping. Bro, Snuggle Bunny? Really? I have to tell you, the Echelon delivery story, dropping frames. Uh-oh. That's not good. Still saying, it says 0 drop frames. Oh my gosh, dude, please don't do this on my first stream ever. My first big stream. Biggest stream I've ever had. Good on this end. Oh, it was just for a second. So, I'm going to tell you guys the Echelon delivery story. How I delivered a suitcase of Echelon to all of my buddies over at the Unsubscribed podcast. Technically, your biggest stream was bots. That's true. I did get botted. I got swatted botted. Wow, this Safari window is just completely screwed up. All right, I'm gonna have to. Gonna have to force quit Safari, y'all. I know, it's because I'm on a Mac. It's because I'm on a Mac. It was like a beer run for my buddies in Vietnam. So what happened was, Tyler and I had spent the entire day together. I picked him up at his house. We went to the baseball game. We drove from, down where we live up to DC. It was hot outside. We ended up going to dinner first because they didn't let us into the game until like right at game time or just before game time. So I didn't have the tickets when we went up there. I picked up the tickets from the window from my unit, bought a bunch of tickets. So we drive up there, go have dinner, and get our tickets. It's blazing hot. It was crazy. And so, of course, the line was super long. So what we did was we went over to the ADA entrance. And how many of those were bots? And those are these 50 people back in the chat. We went over to the ADA entrance, and I didn't change the camera battery. Jeez. And go inside. We're watching the game. They end up having a weather delay. They had a weather delay, and we had a great time hanging out. I'll have to try one of those. We had a great time hanging out, and we got to the point where, like, we kind of just looked at each other like, dude, it's hot. I'm tired. We've been out all day. Let's just leave early. So we left the game early. My good buddy Eric Bartel, the owner of Echelon Energy, hits me up. Literally, we had sat through traffic to get on the highway because DC closed down a ton of roadways because Army 250. There were cars and police everywhere. There were tourists. There was people everywhere. And so we're stuck in traffic. We're fighting tooth and nail to get on the highway. We get on the highway. Text comes through from Eric. Shout out to Eric. And he says, hey, I got bumped for my flight, but the Echelon was on the original flight that I was scheduled. It's at the DC airport. And I look at it, my first thought was, dang, I guess he's going to have to send somebody to go get it. And then I look at Tyler, and I was like, the airport's right over here, man. I was like, the only issue with the airport being right over here is that I have to get off the highway, get onto another highway, get to the airport, somehow prove that luggage is okay to be in my custody. Then I've got to turn right back around and go right into DC to deliver it. And I was a little salty because some of my friends came up. Some of my Pepperbox friends came up knowing that I live not a stone's throw, but I live about 35 miles from DC. They came up and nobody said anything. And partially because the interviews and some of the stuff that they were doing, they had to get certain levels of approval, and it was just a headache. It was a pain. Army 250 it was a lot. There was a lot going on. So understandable. And so I was like, you know what, let's go to the airport. So I said, send me a screenshot of the bag tag so I can pick up this bag, and I'll go get it and I'll deliver it to the city. So I do a U-turn, go over to the airport, wait in line for about 40 minutes. I'd say 35 to 40 minutes. And get up to the front of the line, and the lady comes out of the office. I'm at the front of the line. I'm at the front of the line. Oh, no. Set up some mods for this stream. I don't need any mods. Donut doesn't have any mods. I don't need any mods. It'll be all right. Besides, there's a mod. Well, it depends on where you're looking from. But Snow Ox is on it. So I go to the airport. I get to the front of the line after waiting all this time, and the lady comes out of the office, and she says, if you don't have your ID and your bag tag, I can't release a bag to you. And I'm like, oh man, not your stream donuts. I'll tell him about it. I don't think he's gonna get any mods. The bots were crazy over there though. So, how do I unpin this? I can't. Whatever. No big deal. Let's refresh it again. So they released the bag to me. I get the bag. I get all of the echelon. It was a few cases. I get all the echelon. At this time, I had already illegally parked my car at the airport, but I left Tyler in the passenger seat so that way if there was an issue, yeah, there's Goya in the back. That way if there's an issue, he can drive, but he can also say, hey, I'm, wounded veteran. I'm just waiting on my buddy to come out here. And so I come out, I've got the bag, I load it up. I was like, now the hard part, after waiting in line and fighting with all this, now we've got to go back into the city of DC. We've got to figure out where they are. So, Fat Electrician, he texts me. I said, hey, I'm on the way. I'll be there in 15 minutes. He texts me, and he shares his location. He tells me where they are, then he shares his location. He said, we're going to be here for about another 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, just wait there. We're on the way. So I finally figure out how to pass all of the barriers, all the closed roads, and I get over there, and I'm like, man, there's nowhere to park here. It's packed. I'm just gonna have to pull into a parking garage. It's gonna cost us $26 just to deliver this. And so I was like, all right, cool. I pull into a parking garage, take the suitcase out. We gotta walk probably a quarter mile. Walk a quarter mile. And at this point, I didn't take Tyler's wheelchair out of the car. He said he would just walk on crutches, which it's not as fast as the wheelchair. It's definitely not, it's not easy to do. So we get to where they're supposed to be, and I'm like, please don't let the door be locked. What up, Twin? Hey, Santa Lauren. Hey, what up, Twin? What going on, boy? Hey, your boy done made it home. Hey, welcome home. Welcome home, Twin. So we get to the restaurant, and we walk in, and I've got the suitcase, and it's completely empty, but there's two people at the bar. And I'm like, okay, they've got to be open. It's got to be open. There's two people drinking here at the bar. I'm a lone wolf. And so I go inside, and the lady says, oh, excuse me, sir, we're closed. And I'm like, oh. We had just done all this. I committed to spending $26 in the parking garage. It was kind of a long walk for Tyler. And I'm like, okay. And there was literally no small talk. But as I'm on the way out, someone in the bar goes, hey, you're the Wins Chow guy. Literally random. Just completely random. And I turned around, I was like, yeah. And so we kind of talked for a minute. But instead of walking back down to the parking garage, Nick was like, hey, the hotel's only a half mile away. It's like a 10-minute walk. We just walked over here. Since you're already parked, just come on over. And I'm like, yeah, but Tyler's on his crutches. Mr. Stream earlier, my day is ruined. Bro, I didn't stream today. I didn't stream at all today. I'm not streaming till now. Feel left out because I don't know you well enough to say cool stuff. Bro, just say the cool stuff, man. I'm cool enough, Eddie, that you can just say the cool stuff. Welcome home, Twin. Are you still catching strays? Oh, I've been catching strays the whole time in the chat. The chat's been ridiculous. I need you guys to hop into Discord. You definitely got to hit up some of the exclusive sites because I'm not always going to stream like through Restream where I'm sending it out everywhere. Some days I might do an early Twitch stream. Some days I might do an early Kick stream. I'm going to diversify it. But I stream it weird. Oh, y'all talking to each other. We're always nice to you. No, you're not. So anyway, back to the story. So I leave the bar and I make the decision. I was like, look, I'm just going to get in my car. Is Echelon sugar free? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. There are 6 active ingredients. Or is it 7 active ingredients? Let's read the ingredients. Concentrated water, citric acid, natural flavors, malic acid, natural Thai chili, pepper extract, and sucralose. Sucralose is sugar, but it's a natural sugar. So I guess the answer is yes. Diversify your bonds. So I said, Tyler, instead of us walking back to the car, I'll grab the tag, I'll pull up here to where you're standing, I'll just pay real quick and then I'll come on out and get you. So he waits in this alleyway, in this dark alley, with a suitcase full of Echelon while I'm running back to my car and concentrated water. Did it say concentrated? I said carbonated. Don't put illiterate in the chat, Snowox. Snowox says that I'm illiterate. Concentrated, carbonated, sparkling. I am king and I don't know how to read. Thank you. So I run back down to the car and pull the car up. Tyler hops in and I was like, okay, it's only half a mile away. How long of a drive could it be? Man, they had so many roads closed. There was like, I kid you not, every road to get to where I was going was closed. And so I had to pretty much, with that hotel, it's like you enter through like a weird parking garage bridge. Unfortunately, I can read. That's why I went to the Air Force. Oh, every other branch catching strays right now. Every other branch, and we all make fun of the Air Force, but if someone would have told me if I'd go back, I called the Air Force first. You want to know who never returned? You want to know who never returned my call? Thank you. You're welcome for my service. Sandalorian or KingPix. I've been running a small boat growing into eccentric YouTube channel. Issue you've been running into is trying to find moderately sized shotgun. Do y'all have any recommendations for a shotgun? KSG. KSG is fun. I'm stream crashed. Did it crash? Did it crash? No, the battery doesn't need to be changed yet. Yo, let me know when it comes back, because it should come back. Am I back? Okay. Gosh, man. Just had to refresh. Refresh on your end. Yeah, you're back. All right, cool. Cool. It's lagging. Oh, jeez. I mean, it looks like it's fine on this end. Good now. So I picked Tyler up. Everyone refresh. I picked Tyler up, and somehow or another, I find my way through this twisted parking garage. Good now. Thanks, Punisher. Find my way through this twisted parking garage, and I end up at the hotel, and there's cars lined up at the front. They have a valet, and I'm like, I'm not parking valet. I'm not doing that. I just paid, what it costs to park under, a bunch of nonsense. I'm not doing that. So I pulled into like the roped off section. Don't feel down about the Air Force not calling. I pull up into a no parking section. I park. And security immediately comes over. And so Tyler gets out. They see that he's obviously, it's like, hey, it's a combat wounded vet. I'm just dropping this off. Frames dropped again. Jeez. Road. Oh, I didn't hook up the road. I do have a road. I have a road over here. I've got a Rode mic. I'm going to hook this up next. I might do the little desk mic that Cody uses. Is it lagging again? Jeez, I've only been in here for like 15 minutes. Tyler Gray or a different Tyler? It was not Tyler Gray. Are you in the Northeast? No. Shotgun mic? Yeah. Gosh. That's not good. It's not good at all. My bit rate significantly dropped. Missed you at Army 250. I live 35 miles outside of DC. I was there. I went there on Saturday. I had some stuff I had to do on Saturday. I had some stuff I had to do on Saturday. All right, let me know if we're looking good. 2 hugs. Kill multi-stream for now and just keep Twitch. All right, I'm gonna kill this stream. I'm gonna hop over to Twitch. Make sure you guys, if you want to follow me over there, I'll finish the story over there. Gonna start playing the piano again, bro. I never stopped. I never stopped. I'm gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna hop over to Twitch. For those of you who are new here, I plan on doing this pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. So stick around. Should we start? Bro, we've already got a band. We've got a band. KingPix and the Sandalorians. KingPix and the Sandalorians. All right, give me